Welcome to my little story of my youth. I'll be the narrator, thank you. So please pay attention if you want to follow the story, of course. So, projector, cue the music, please. Saturday afternoon, like clockwork, I was dragged off to the laundromat by my mother for slave labor. Whether rain, sleet, snow, or even a Yankee doubleheader, I was in that laundromat. While my friends were out playing stickball, I was condemned to washing my older brother's underwear. I always hated the laundromat. The sound of the dryers, the washers made me crazy. I would get headaches if I watched the spinning clothes too long. I resented my mother for forcing me to go with her. Mostly because I would miss afternoon Yankee games. She didn't understand the Yankees were so close to winning the World Series. She didn't understand that Reggie Jackson and Don Mattingly were having an astronomical season. She just didn't understand. One time I stood in line for 3.5 hours for Yankee tickets. Box seats, I might add. I whined, I cried for her to let me go. My emotions just bounced off of her like nothing. Though, there was one big benefit to going to the laundromat. Cynthia Lorena Lopez, 16-year-old goddess of the Bronx, 5 feet, 8 inches, what dreams are made of. If I had a choice of playing for the New York Yankees or watching Cynthia naked for 5 minutes, I would have to sit down and do some serious thinking.
Let's rock! She's the one with the flying feet. She's the one that walks around the store. She's the one that yells alone. She's my baby. I don't know.
That's all I thought about. These two things, the New York Yankees and Cynthia. I don't know what it is about her. Her legs reminded me of Mickey Mantle's line drive, smooth and long. One time, Cynthia was walking by the playground and she saw me hit a triple. A triple. I mean, getting to first is hard enough. Second is even harder. Third is almost impossible. I could tell she was impressed. I could have stole home, but I didn't want to get outed in front of Cynthia. From that day on, she had a whole new respect. If only she was there last Sunday. I hit 4 home runs over old man Giovanni's fence. I know if she was there, she would have ran home and told all her friends about me. My mother had a hard life. She came to this country without a penny to her name. My father worked double shifts at the nearby Coca-Cola bottling plant. He'd break his back working 70, 80 hours a week. Mom worked as a waitress down at the Blue Oyster Pub. She didn't make much, but it helped pay the bills. I now look back and feel guilty. I took my mother for granted because I was so busy rooting for the Yankees and trying to impress Cynthia. Look, my time is almost up. Basically, what I'm struggling to tell you is, the time you spend with your mother, you should cherish.
Daddy won't be home till dawn.
Hey, I know, it's a little sappy and corny, but it's true. Those moments I remember from the laundromat are the best memories of my mother. A few years later, when I was 17, my mother passed away. I'm alright. Even though my pop worked long hours, he still managed to bring me up. For those of you wondering if anything ever happened between me and Cynthia, I did take her out a few times, but that was about it. She married some door-to-door encyclopedia salesman. And as for me, I have been happily married for 8 years and have 3 great kids. And every Saturday we all go to the laundromat as a family and fold clothes together.
Staying alive was no job, had second hands. Moms bounced on old men. So then we moved to Shallon Land. A young youth, you're rocking the go-to. Low goose, only way I began to G-York was drug loot. And let's start it like this, son. Rolling with this one and that one. Pulling out gats for fun. But it was just a dream for the teen who was a fiend. Started smoking wools at 16. And running up in gates and doing hits by high stakes. Making my way on 5 skates. No question I was speed for cracks and weed. The combination made my eyes bleed. No question I would flow off and try to get the dough off. Sticking up right boys on board. My life got no better. Survival got me bugging, but I'm alive on arrival. I'm back to stay for the streets, stay away to ways of the world. Deep, I'm in with the dream, with plans to make dreams fail. I'm with the jail like age of 15, a young buck, selling drugs and such. Who never had much, trying to get a clutch of what I could not touch. And the whole place is in our face, incarceration. No one else thinks my destination. Handcuffed in the back of a bus, 40 of us. Life as a shorty should be so rough. But as the world turned, I learned life is hell. Living in the world no different from myself. Every day I escape from taking temptation, selling bass, smoking bones in the staircase. Though I don't know why I chose smoke death. I guess that's the time when I'm not. I'm not perfect, the creepy night stalker. I'm midnight, my water, my brain is out of order. I'm the
Armageddon has come and gone. Mankind has been granted a new lease on life in order to rectify past transgressions or to repeat them. This story takes place in a garden named Eden. With one bite, Eve changed the course of mankind. The history of our existence has proven that one being can alter the fate of a nation and that of the world. Alexander the Great, Cleopatra, Martin L. King Jr., Albert Einstein, Eve, and countless others verify that statement. One person can change the course of human history.
It's a Queens thing, baby. Track masters, rock on.
We be doing it real.
Baby, yes, rock on. The remix. How you doing, miss? My name is L, I'm from Queens. I heard about your man, he like the late sugar cream. Don't shake about a mosquito with
My name is Lamont. I'm going to tell you a wild story of how my girlfriend Isis turned my life around. You see, it all happened about a week ago. Isis and I have been together for almost 3 years. We get along most of the time, but when I'm working, things between us get bad. You see, I was into computer hacking and cellular phone scams, and that was something that she strongly disapproved of. I constantly had thugs from my neighborhood coming to my house and asking me for free hookups on their cellular phones. I usually told them I'll hook them up for a good price, but hell no, I ain't doing it for free. Either they pay me or they get out. But this particular group of guys were hard-headed. They didn't want to pay, and they wouldn't leave, so I had to throw them out, and that pissed me off. The next day, as my girl was on her way to my house, Smoke and his friends saw her and decided to harass her. They didn't do it just because she was pretty. You know why they did it? Because they knew she was my girl, and this was their way of getting back at me for not hooking up their stupid cellular phones yesterday. That was the last straw for Isis. Needless to say, she was furious. She believed that the incident was all my fault. She said if I wasn't hustling, hacking, and scamming, I wouldn't have problems with them in the first place. She felt that she was being dragged into the middle of things, so she told me that it was over. And just like that, she was gone. So I got my gun. Nobody disrespects my girl like that and gets away with it. So I confronted them. And I gave them a warning.
Across the street you was wildin', talking about how you ran to Allen in 89, laying up, playing the yard with crazy shine. I cocked the baby 9, that nigga gravy mine, clinked him. What was he thinking on my corner when it's baby time? Dug him.
Later on that same evening, I started to think about Isis. I missed her. Her touch, her kiss, her presence. It's hard for me to admit when I'm wrong, but I love her. What the hell, man? I'ma call her. I was on the phone apologizing and talking to ISIS when all of a sudden shit just happened.
I seen some cold nights and bloody days. They grabbed me and bullet spray. They used me wrong, so I sing this song to this day. My body is cold steel for real. I was made to kill. That's why they keep me concealed under car seats. They sneak me in clubs. Been in the hands of mad thugs. They feed me when they load me with mad slugs. 17 precisely, one in my head. They call me Desert Eagle. Semi-auto with lead. I'm 7 inches, 4 pounds. Been through so many towns. Ohio to Little Rock to Canarsie. Living harshly, beat up and battered. They pull me out, I watch as niggas scattered, making me kill, but what I feel it never mattered. When I'm empty, I'm quiet, finding myself fiending to be fired. A broken safety, niggas place me in shelves under bed, so I beg for my next owner to be a thoroughbred, keeping me full up with hollow heads. How you like me now? I go blow, it's that shit that moves crowds, making every ghetto foul. I might have took your first child, scarred your life, crippled your style. I gave you power, I made you buck wow. How you like me now? I go blow, it's that shit that moves crowds, making every ghetto foul. I might have took your first child, scarred your life, crippled your style. I gave you power, I made you buck wow. Always I'm in some shit. My abdomen.
And all of a sudden, that's when I got the surprise of my life. ISIS and her friends saved my ass. I'll never forget that moment. If that ain't love, I have no idea what is. I have a whole new outlook on my girl now. I'll never, ever, ever take her for granted again. I love her.
Thank you, God. Thank you for another day of life. A day that I'm going to spend with my loving McKay. Another day that I can use to show her how much I love her. To tell her that without her, I cannot live my life. You know, it's funny. I have been going out with her for a year and a half. And now that we are engaged, I feel her to be so cold, so empty, just like if she doesn't want to be with me anymore.
Girl, I can't let you do this, let you walk away. Girl, how can I live through this when you're all I wake up for each day, baby? You're my soul and my heart's inspiration. You're all I need to get me.
Never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. And there's no tenderness like before in your fingertips. You're trying hard not to show it, baby. 'Cause baby,
You know, I still look back to the day I almost committed suicide because of the love I had for her. Thank God my best friend stopped me when I was about to end my life, because a week later, she was with another man.
So let me tell you how my day went. I had to get up early to go to an interview that morning, so my wife woke me up so I won't be late. I ate breakfast. Say goodbye to my family. And I was on my way. While in the train station, I bumped into Maria. One of my chicks, who happens to be my wife's friend. After she got off the train, I put my beeper on vibrate. Then I fell asleep. You know something? I had the weirdest dream. All I remember was that I was home sleeping in my bed. Then I got up to urinate like never before. My pager woke me up. After looking around, I put my pager back into my belt. That's when I noticed my slacks were wet. What a day, what a day. I wondered, what should I do? I thought right away, the laundromat. I got to one as soon as possible. Walking around, I wandered myself into a bar. After a few drinks, I ended up in a hotel with a woman.
tease you. I wanna please you. I wanna show you, baby, that I need you. I want your body till the very last drop. I want you to holler when you want me to stop and move your love you like.
I didn't know what happened that night until I woke up the next day alone. Looking around, then I noticed there was something written on the mirror. Something that changed my life.
She was the love of his life, the woman he would die for. Her name was Olivia.
Since we broke the ties, I call you on the phone, but never get a rise. So sit there all alone.
They were together for 2 years. But with all relationships, theirs was not perfect. Drugs invaded their life. She had a severe cocaine problem. She told him she was addicted to his love. But she was also addicted to the high from the cocaine. And to Oscar, that was unacceptable. Oscar gave Olivia a choice, me or the drugs. She chose him, but that decision would be short-lived. This was a good day for Oscar, being with the woman he loves. But the next day, his world would fall apart.
How can you leave me standing alone in a world that is so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father too. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when dogs cry. Yes, they cry. Oh, they cry.
Olivia died that day of a drug overdose. She abused hard drugs, and she paid with her life. Oscar picked up the pieces and is trying to move on with his life. Olivia will always remain in his heart and hopes one day to see her in heaven.
you stay. 'Cause I could take you in my arms and never let go. I could fall in love with you. I could fall in love with you. I can only wonder how touching you would make me feel. But if I take that chance right now, tomorrow will you want me still? Baby, will you want me? So I should keep this to myself and never let you know. I could fall in love with you. I could fall in love with you. And I know it's not right, and I guess I should try to do what I should do, but I could fall in love with you. I could fall in love with you. Siempre estoy soñando en ti, besando mis labios, acariciando mi piel.
My life was just like my neighborhood in the Bronx. Quiet, calm. My name is Katie. I'm 18 and I just graduated high school. And at this point in my life, I just don't know where I'm heading. I worked in a video store around my way. To me, this video store was hell. It seemed to be the worst job in the world. Day in and day out, I had to deal with customers, rude, obnoxious. And then to top it off, my boss, he made it his business to just constantly bitch and yell at me, just for any reason. I was never in the mood to work. I was constantly unhappy, and I wanted a way out. But I had to deal with it. Nonetheless, I did it for the money. But push came to shove. I decided I can't deal with this crap no more, and I left. I decided to find another way to make money. I had to get paid. I hooked up with a past friend of mine, mutual friend you can say. We spoke. He came up with an idea of me helping him and him helping me.
I just saw it as strictly business. I'm not sure if he took it the same, but that's all I was thinking about. Getting paid. And he helped me out. He's the one that helped me get started. And at this time, it was worthwhile.
Brandy, Dog Child, Mace Kid, Harlem on the rise. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I went from Helly Hansen to many mansions. The girls in the Aruba doing belly dancing. Spent half of my advancing, jars from Branson, and make it through my circumstances. But you know I'm wiser now, move like Kaiser now. Got a butter soft leather just to hide my pound. Got a house in the valley, come and find me now. Got enough dough to buy the town, so I might give a 6 to my chick, Benz to my mom's. Crib so big it look like the Synagogue. Give her a couch just to spill Henny on. And been a don since Lotto's and Benetton. Come on.
People say that I'm not the same girl. They say I think that I'm in my own world. What makes them think that I have changed? Yeah. A little talk and now they raise my problems. Be like you, I have to try and solve them. Yes, everything is quite the same. Whoa. I'm just trying to be me. Do what I got to do. What I gotta do. People think that I'm just sitting on top of the world. Sitting on top of the world. I'm just trying to be me. Do what I got to do. Some people think that I'm just sitting on top of the world. Oh yeah, sitting on top of the world.
Every story has an end. I guess this is mine. I guess I'm no longer on top of the world. Reality says I never was. It all did eventually catch up to me. And to pay the consequences, well, I'm doing just that. I guess it all caught up to me. I'm locked up with people that I just don't want to be with. All they do is fight, argue. Day in and day out. Same thing. But I have no choice. This is it, and this is gonna be it. I got several years ahead of me to think, reconcile on what I did, what I should have done, without a choice. Well, all I have on my time, my plans, my future, this is my end. This is where I'm heading.